Have you ever looked at a couple who seems so in love, only to see them years later, living like polite strangers? The spark is gone. The connection has faded. Especially for the husband, his interest seems to have vanished. Why does this happen? Why do husbands so often seem to lose interest in their wives after marriage? The truth is, marriage is often built on a set of unspoken promises. Promises that men and women make to each other, without even saying a word. And when these promises are broken, interest fades. Resentment builds. Let's break this down. Most men at their core marry for companionship, for a partnership. He is choosing one woman to be his teammate for life. He imagines shared adventures, quiet conversations, and a deep, unwavering friendship. He is investing his life in her, expecting that in return he will receive her support, her respect, and her presence. Now, a woman often marries for security. And I don't just mean financial security. I mean emotional security, the safety of a committed relationship, the stability of a home, the promise of a reliable partner to build a family with. She is investing her life in him, expecting that in return, he will be her protector and her provider. Now, here's the crucial part. This isn't a cold business transaction. It's a beautiful, sacred exchange. When it works, it's magic. The husband works hard, he provides, he protects. He feels proud to build a life for his family. And in return, the wife, feeling secure and cherished, freely gives him her warmth, her affection, her companionship. She's his soft place to fall. She rewards his effort with her love. And the wife is supportive. She is his cheerleader. She creates a loving home. And in return, the husband feels motivated. He feels like a king, and he redoubles his efforts to provide and protect for his queen. He rewards her support with his dedication. But what happens when this delicate balance is disrupted? Let's talk about the husband's side. When a man feels he is holding up his end of the bargain, he's working hard, paying the bills, fixing things around the house, but he comes home to a wife who is constantly critical, or who is emotionally distant, or who is always too busy or too tired for any real connection. His subconscious mind starts to whisper, "It's not worth it. I'm doing all this, and what am I getting in return? Where is my teammate? Where is my friend?" His interest begins to die, not out of malice, but out of a deep, profound sense of loneliness right in his own home. He feels he is pouring energy into a void. And then there are the distractions. A video game addiction, where he finds a sense of achievement he isn't getting from his marriage. A porn addiction, where he finds a cheap imitation of the intimacy he's missing. These aren't the causes of the disconnection, they are the symptoms. They are the escape routes he takes when the companionship he craved has vanished. Now let's look at the wife's side, because it's not one-sided at all. A woman's life and body go through incredible changes. Pregnancy, childbirth, motherhood, menopause. Her hormones shift dramatically. She might experience postpartum depression, a very real and devastating condition that can change her entire personality. She is tired, she is touched out, her body feels unfamiliar. And if, during these vulnerable times, her husband fails to be her rock, if he loses his job and falls into a long-term depression without seeking help, if he becomes irresponsible with money, jeopardizing the family's security, if he stops being a reliable partner and instead becomes another person she has to take care of, her subconscious mind also starts to whisper, "I don't feel safe. I can't rely on him. How can I be a soft place to fall when I have no foundation to stand on?" Her disposition changes. She becomes anxious. She becomes sharp. Or she withdraws. The warmth he fell in love with is replaced by a wall of stress and worry. She cannot give what she does not feel herself. And so, the cycle begins. He feels unloved, so he withdraws his effort. She feels unsupported, so she withdraws her warmth. And with every passing day, the distance grows. The interest fades. So what is the lesson here? What is the moral of this story? It is this. Marriage is not a contract you sign and forget. It is a garden you must tend to, every single day. Husbands, your wife needs to feel secure. Not just financially, but emotionally. She needs to know you have her back, no matter what. That you are her safe harbor in the storm of life. Protect that security, and her love will flourish. Wives, your husband needs to feel like your partner. your best friend. He needs your respect, your support, and your companionship. He needs to know that at the end of a hard day, he is coming home to a teammate, not a critic. Nurture that friendship, and his dedication will be unwavering. The secret to keeping interest alive is to never stop fulfilling the unspoken promise you made on your wedding day. The promise to be his sanctuary, and the promise to be her fortress. Tend to your garden. Marriage is a garden that needs daily tending. Husbands, provide security. Wives, offer companionship and respect. Fulfill your unspoken promises to be her fortress and his sanctuary. Don't forget to subscribe to Masculince Compass for more insights into building powerful, lasting relationships.